Deborah, good afternoon. Nice to see you again.
Hey,
How are you?
Chris, great to see you.
So, tell me more about what you're doing.
Okay, so as always, we've got a huge amount going on at Rise. We had a fantastic NAB. We did a really incredible podcast, which will be coming out soon, with IAMT. And during those conversations, we decided we wanted to collaborate further. So we had this amazing idea at MPTS to do a technical floor walk. So what we did, we offered out a number of places to our new 2026 mentee cohort. So we got 12 incredible new mentees that did a floor walk with Stuart from IAMT.
Okay.
We did pre-book demos, which was amazing, with a number of the great big vendors that we've got here. It was an hour and a half walking the entire loop of the hall, technical demonstrations, talking about the organisations, where they sit within the ecosphere of broadcast media technology. It was so well received that we're actually going to do it again at IBC, but bigger and better. So we're going to have multiple floor walks. We're going to be looking at different technologies. So we'll probably be doing something in around AI, cloud, post, production, a whole range of technologies specific to the industry as an opportunity for a number of our community to continue to learn and gain from the benefit and knowledge that luckily IAMT are going to share with us. And then following on from that, we've also had an incredible opportunity with AWS. They approached us and said they've obviously championed Rise for so long and been such an incredible partner to us. But what they've done is they've actually offered us 50 places on training and accreditation for their AWS modules. So it's either cloud fundamentals or AI. So what we're doing is register your interest, and this is a global initiative, so any women within our community are welcome to register. It will commence at the start of June, it finishes at the end of August, beginning of September, and those women will have the opportunity to self-study. There will be study workshops that AWS are going to run for us online bi-monthly, and essentially they'll come away with an AWS accreditation, which is a really incredible thing for our entire global community. And then the other thing that has been particularly part of a passion project for me within Rise has been Panel Plus. So as we know, MPTS, for example, have done something really incredible this year insofar as not one panel has not had a woman contributing on the panel, which I know personally Charlotte has worked so hard to ensure. So with Panel Plus, what it is, it's a list of incredible women that have either experience of public speaking or want to present on stage, be it as a panel, in a fireside, as a keynote. And then what we're doing is collaborating with all the event organisers, so IBC, NAB, MPTS, to ensure that list is accessible for anybody that wants to ensure women are talking on panels. But one of the biggest things that I find when I talk to our community is there are some amazing and incredible women that are subject matter experts in technology or are really knowledgeable about their field or their craft, and yet the thought of public speaking terrifies them. And what we decided to do is actually bring a communication specialist from the UK that's going to join us in Amsterdam, and we're going to run a workshop on the Sunday morning for up to 50 women to essentially, again, receive communication and public speaking training. And this is all going to be free and open to everybody. We do have partners that fund and help us. And just finally on that note, what's absolutely fundamental for us and to continue the success of Rise is that we desperately need funding at the moment. We're not even 2/3 into where we need to be to ensure that we continue to do what we do, run the amazing programs that we run, continue with these new initiatives. So what I'd really ask is that anybody that wants to get involved, there are many companies out there that have benefited from the initiatives and the programs that Rise offer that have never actually paid it forward and actually paid back into Rise, and we really do need support. So the call is actually to ask, come and join us, but also help with funding.
Okay, I always find it incredible that you're constantly churning out new things and not just constantly churning for the sake of it. Everything you do has a purpose.
Absolutely.
And I think that's crucial. And I'm just amazed by what you guys do. And I think you're absolutely right. It's great to produce all these things, but there has to be an end game, and there has to be people that help you and support you in this. So we'll do everything we can to help you guys along the way.
We know you do. We know you're fantastic and champion us all the time. We can't thank you enough for the amount of editorial space that you give us, and I know every single edition that you run, you are always coming to us asking for content. So we really do appreciate it.
It's great content as well, Deborah, and as I said, we love what you do. And it's great to see so many new things, and I'm guessing even more in the pipeline.
Yeah, but you know what? We even piloted a child something in January called Coffee and connect. And we do so many events that are generally in the evening, generally orientated with alcohol, and it's not accessible for all, it's not for everybody. And we also need to be very mindful of a security element of late evenings, transportation, getting home, travelling alone as a woman. And so we said, well, look, let's turn this on the axis a little bit and introduce coffee and connect. We do breakfast meetings. Clues in the title. It's not what I call networking. Some I always associate networking with perhaps as an end game of trying to sell a product or a solution or whatever. So this is about connecting, getting women in a room to connect. And so we're doing this incredible thing. We're partnering with Red Bee and Flawless AI. It was actually Emily Pryor at Red Bee that approached me with this idea last September at IBC. We rolled it out in January and we're doing it again in June. So on the 23rd of June we're doing our second Coffee and Connect. And there it's going to be again an opportunity for some guided and directed connection. So the women arrive, we grab a coffee, grab a pastry, and then we ask them to go and meet somebody in the room they've never met before, they don't know, never spoken to. Then it's another conversation in and around, tell the person that you're with something about yourself, but it's not connected to your job or your organisation. And then we culminate with a final directed conversation in and around, find somebody in the room you can help. It doesn't have to be professionally, it could be personally, but in any context, how can you help? And it was so excellent. The first session we did in January was fabulous, and so we're like, let's do that. The feedback we received was, please do more of this. So we've got another one happening in June, and this time, so the first time we actually had a communication specialist that came in and talked about public speaking, how to hold yourself, how to elevate from your diaphragm, etc. This time we're actually getting 4 incredible industry women who are confident speakers that talk regularly on panels, that are specialists in their field, to actually talk about how they prepare, how they get rid of anxiety and nerves, which everybody feels before they go on a panel or do an interview, how they stay present, how they stay relevant, and actually how they get approached to contribute on panels. So it's bringing in industry specialists with the knowledge and the expertise and educating further, and that's really at the heart of what we do as the community at Rise.
It's always people first, that's why I love it. Deborah, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to see you again.